Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Keith McGurk with Remax Southern Shores, and like a lot of you guys, I am coming to you from my new office. That's right, it's my kids' playroom, as you can tell by the air hockey table back there. Yep, got my calendar hung and all of the business that's still happening here in the month of March as we move into April, and you know what? It's as best as can be. It's business as usual. It's really cool to open up my email during the day, any time of the day, getting the notifications on my phone of all the people who are still signing onto my website and kind of just poking around and checking what's going on, still doing their home searches. I gather from a lot of the people I speak with, they're trying to see, where things are shifting. Is there going to be a drastic drop? Is there going to be, kind of a status quo? We had something put out just the other day by Remax that indicated, or I'm sorry, it was a local lender in the area that showed a statistic that during 3 of the last 5 recessions that this country's experienced since 1980, home prices were not affected. They did not drop off. Yes, twice they did, but 3 out of 5, that's not a bad average. And right now, we are not seeing cliff diving of home values, which is really good. There's a couple of factors that are involved with why that's happening. The mortgage rates and the just mortgage lending and on a whole is a lot more regulated than it was during our most recent housing crash of back in 2008. They're not just giving lending, they're not lending money out to just anybody. So there's a lot more regulations. That's good to know. There's not a surplus of homes available, which is basic supply and demand. We kind of came into this pandemic of COVID-19 with a very, very, thirsty inventory of just not enough homes and condos for sale in any market. I mean, I've talked to agents from California to New York to our local area here in Myrtle Beach, and it's the same across the board. Inventory is at just historic lows. So there's a couple of factors. I'm not going to tell you that I know for certain that home values are going to kind of plateau or continue to increase the way they have. But what I can tell you with some good confidence by the information we're given is that we're not looking at a jumping off point. I think it's a good time to take advantage of taking stock in, and I know stock is a very dangerous and dirty word right now, and I apologize. But just take inventory of, what were the life events that you were going through that was causing you to look for your real estate questions to be answered anyway. Think back to a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, before all of this happened. New Year's resolution time, 2020, was going to be your year. What were the life events that were going on no matter what happened? I mean, there are some events that are just completely uninterruptible. I mean, look at our medical profession. Look at our doctors, our nurses, or everybody in healthcare in general. The urgent care clinics, everyone. The law enforcement, first responders, firemen. I mean, it does not matter what happens. It doesn't matter. They are uninterruptible. They cannot be held back. Lucky for you, retired New York City police officer, law enforcement background. I come from that mentality. There's nothing that can put such a ripple into our business that it's going to shut this down. People are still going to buy and sell at the same volume? Of course not. But they're still going to buy and sell. There's still going to be a reason for the home to be listed, for the condo to be listed, and for those very same properties to be bought. For the vacant land, right now is a great time. Social distancing. You can't social distance any better than going out and buying a plot of land. There's no door handles to touch. If you were thinking about, do we buy to build? What do we want to do? Listen, the land market is fruitful, okay? And there's plenty of opportunities on your own. You can drive by, say, hey, I like the neighborhood. Yeah, I want that piece of dirt. So that, land sales are still happening, all right? This is not a sales pitch, okay? This is me letting you know that nobody here in my home office, in the #1 office at the Grand Strand of Remax Southern Shores, none of us are jumping from the rooftops. We are all here day in, day out. There is Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting. We are having virtual happy hours to stay in touch with everybody. We are in touch with the business that is evolving minute by minute so that when you guys need us, we can help you. So I'm just letting you know in as quickly of a video that I can that I'm here to help you just the way I was before. I am an uninterruptible. I'm coining that phrase. That is my word. I am an uninterruptible professional for you, because this is not a time for speculation. This is not a time for what ifs. It's just not. If you have a question, if there's something in your life that was happening with or without the coronavirus epidemic, give me a call. I am ready, willing, and able to help you in any way I can. Okay? I have gloves for doorknobs, Kleenex, bleach wipes, whatever you need to stay safe, clean, and healthy. And I'm here for you. All right? That's #1. I want to let you know that I'm here for you. Now, as far as in every one of my email signatures, you see it. I am a huge supporter of law enforcement, first responders, and our military. I'm adding into that, and should have been already incorporated, our medical professionals throughout the country. Thank you. Everyone that is on the front lines because you have no other choice, thank you. And if there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It is a pleasure to be here to serve you guys and to work for you, to be in this industry. It's something that I don't do. I don't do just because of the money. I don't do it just because it's a paycheck. I could have chosen anything as a retired New York City police officer. I could have chosen any field. I could have chosen to go back to school and become a teacher like I had thought I was going to be back in 1999. But I didn't. I chose real estate because it's just a passion of mine. It's something I enjoy doing. I love being a part of some of the most important decisions, good, bad, or just routine for the investors, whatever the scenario. I love being a part of it. I'm honored that you let me be a part of it. And hey, just like this weekend, I still run into a lot of past clients in the supermarket. Just the other day, I gave a couple of old friends a call, and I said, hey, listen, don't know if you know, I know you're rather new to the area, but a certain supermarket in the area, gets their trucks delivered, and they stock their own shelves nice and early in the morning, and a lot of the stuff you're looking for will be there. I ran into a couple of them over the weekend. They said, hey, Keith, thanks for the info. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about closings. That stuff is still happening. Those are closings that are happening this month and the first week of April. That's still happening. Our courts, although they're closed, our attorneys are e-recording, our title searches are being done, everything. I got a couple going on this week. Everything's moving forward. So that business is still happening. I want you guys to know that you have an ally right here locally in the Myrtle Beach area, that if you need anything, just give me a call. Have a great day, everybody. Stay positive, stay healthy, and this too shall pass.